in Miami. Yep, I'm at Garrett White's Savage program. He's got a 3-day event with all his high level, I guess, entrepreneurs, achievers, warriors. He just moved his offices from California to Miami, and he's in the Cardone Center, the 10X Center, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he's got some pretty cool area. So yeah, just checking it out. It's pretty fun. I was just lifting weights with Garrett, hanging out with him, and he's like, "You should come." I'm like, "All right." Hopped on a red eye last night from Vegas. I'm here. I'm I'm tired, man. I am tired, but yeah, it's all good stuff. So a lot of people ask about like getting into like affiliate marketing, lead gen and stuff, and I highly recommend that you go to these shows. I mean, getting in front of people is really powerful. Meeting people, seeing what people are working on, going in there and just trying to connect and network is a really, really powerful thing for somebody who's trying to make it in the business. Bottom line is the results are what matters. That's my takeaway, really, at the end of the day, because I want to do a mastermind. I want to do all this stuff too. I love this stuff. I struggle with it because I love talking about like the lifestyle. Like you're talking about the body, you're talking about, your health, exercising, you're talking about relationships with your family, your friends, people at work, right? And your business. I always go towards, all right, let's do it on an ROI. So let's go get a mastermind talking about lead gen and affiliate marketing, right? I think it's a combination of that and the actual person and the networking that's happening and the relationships that are being created. I've already met a guy inside who has had a phone services lead gen business doing 30 million a year. I met a guy that does Facebook ads, buying traffic to webinars, right? And I'm at an event that has nothing to do with that. But, that's the point of why you want to go to these things because, you're creating these relationships that then turn into, who knows, right? Yeah, we meet in one circumstance and then, oh, we could actually work together and we like each other. Cool, and, all of a sudden I'm going to get something out of this that I didn't even realize or even think about getting here. So that's what's cool about being at these places. Hmm. I definitely didn't wake up and be like, I want to get into lead gen. There's a kid here who I told you guys, I think in the past, about a month ago, I ran into in Miami whose kid's doing like 60 grand a month in in revenue from watching my YouTube videos. It's like 22-year-old. I actually texted him this morning, being like, "Hey man, I'm in Miami. Let's figure out how we can maybe get together." I interviewed him at Lead Gen World. I have some content from that you guys can take a look at. We traded some reels for it, but yeah, we did that at Lead Gen World when we were there in January. He's been wanting to like work and do things, helping us. Like he's been focused on finding some like advertisers for our wrestlers. We've been traveling so much that one of the challenges is when I'm traveling so much, there's the all right, you got to just take a second to stop and execute. You know, it's just we keep on getting all these deals and deals and deals, and it's just like, oh man, we got to like go and get all these things set up and running. You can move to Miami and you have a job within the next 60 days, or we go our separate ways because he wants people like present and in their face. And I resonate with that so much, man. So like, I'm like rethinking things in that capacity of like how to how to build these teams. Not that I don't think remote can work, which it can, but there's something about being with people and being around people where there's energy. So yeah, that's a takeaway, Ryan. When I get back, I think I'm gonna think about how I can get all of us together face to face and in the same room working together. So yeah, I gotta figure that part out. That was good. The round table was cool. We talked a lot about different lead gen strategies, It was really cool to see all these people. They were asking some cool questions. We're coming up with different ways, but it was funny. Like, one takeaway was like, I do arbitrage, right? And it just seems like, and we knew this already, people have these excuses why they can't be successful, and they just keep talking to themselves about why they can't do this or why they can't do that. And I gave like at least 10 examples of ways you can just arbitrage anything to generate some cash flow. I mean, one thing I'll say about when you're starting a business is cash flow is king, right? If you can figure out how to generate cash flow, that'll pay for your business and support you while you're trying to scale. Um, versus like building a business where there's not cash flow, right? Where you're waiting on things and it becomes a bit more challenging and stressful. Being able to get involved in like lead gen or affiliate marketing, that's why affiliate marketing is so great. It's like you don't have to do anything. All you got to do is just, in regards to building an offer, you just go get somebody else's offer and just get traffic to these offers, and you get paid on a, whatever deal you set up, a rev share, CPA, a CPL, CPC. That's what I love about it is that you can scale so fast because you're piggybacking successful companies. So, you tap into that, you can build a really nice successful business quickly if you learn the number one thing that everybody wants, which is how to get traffic to offers, which is really powerful. And what people don't realize is you don't create traffic. Traffic's already there. Traffic already exists. People are like, "How do you get traffic? What do you do with traffic?" Like, no, like people going to Facebook, that's traffic. People, going to Instagram or TikTok, that's all considered traffic, right? Traffic's just eyeballs, just impressions. It's the same thing as like when people are watching the Super Bowl and then they play a Super Bowl ad. That's traffic, right? People are able to see an ad during the Super Bowl and X amount of eyeballs see that ad, and that's how they measure it. Same thing with online. It's just getting offers in front of the right people at the right time. So the biggest takeaway for me was I kept saying over and over at the round table was there's three ways to get that you need to do a three-step process to get traffic. And the number one most important thing is knowing your audience, really knowing your audience, understanding, the demographics, which would be like, gender, whether they're married or they have children, things that are about them. Like they're facts. They're not things you gotta think about. It's like what year you're born. There's no guessing here. Like you're born on whatever year, and that's it. Fact. What gender is male, female. Man, say it's a little bit different, but um, you know what I mean, right? Like, yeah, your age, your gender, your what you do for a living, all that kind of stuff. That's demographics, right? Knowing them, understanding the psychographics is how they think, the geographics of where they are is also powerful. But so, it's number one, knowing your audience. Number two is where are they? Like, how do they consume content? How do they consume media? Right? Are they somebody that likes to listen, like on podcasts? Are they somebody that likes to watch videos on YouTube? Are they somebody that likes to read blogs? Right? Or somebody that likes to go to Facebook and check out like the social media world of what's going on and be like a people, a social media people. Just understanding where they are is so powerful to buying traffic. So if you know who you're looking for and where they are, you've done almost 90% of your job for you to be able to go and drive a customer. And that's why affiliate marketing is really cool because then you go get an offer from somebody else where they have all of their creative assets. They have the links, they have the offer. They give you their links so that you can drive traffic there. So now all you need to do is figure out who are you looking for and where are they? And then you just have to get an ad in front of that person's face. So, I just kept on saying that to people. It's like, know the who they are, know where they are, and then just get the offer in front of somebody's face to create a pattern interruption, which is, you know, creating a good hook, creating some curiosity that the consumer is interested in whatever product service you're promoting. And, from our perspective, from an affiliate, that's That's about it. If we drive a click, we're done at that point. We have no more control of what we can do. The consumer lands on a page, they're going to fill out the form, they're going to click the call, they're going to buy something. All those things take place after we've done our job, right? So we're at the top of the funnel. It's a good place to be. Every company needs it. So yeah, I just kept on reiterating that to people. And then I get people coming around, and I was just surprised to learn that people don't even understand. I guess to me, I've been in it so long that like the lead gen space is so powerful that people don't realize that like you can create a lead gen business really in almost anything. You can become an aggregator for other people. So you know, if you have photographers in your area, you can create a form that drives traffic to a form of people wanting to learn photography. They fill out the form, you generate the lead, and you go sell that to a photographer who wants to coach them, right? Or if a photographer is looking for business and you want to do it in that respect, you can go generate leads of people that want to take pictures, and then you go sell those leads to a photographer, right? So there's two different ways to do it depending on who your back end buyers, right? There's people that teach photographers how to build a business, and there's photographers that actually want to do the business and want to take pictures. Um, but both ways, you can generate leads for both those businesses. You create a simple little form, get some signups, sell those leads on the back end. So really, you can do that with anything. I mean, plumbing, electricians, pool services, payday loans, debt consolidation, Medicare, senior living. I mean, I can go on and on and on. There's hundreds and thousands of different niches that you can do this for. I guess the point is anybody that says that they're struggling and don't know how to make money, don't know what to do, put up a form and generate some leads for some back end buyers while you're figuring it out. So at least you're making some money and creating cash flow, which is the most important thing, right? If you can create cash flow, it buys you time to figure out what you really want to do, right? Um, Maybe you never figure it out. Maybe it takes you 10 years to figure it out. But guess what? You can make a boatload of money that will set you up to be financially free while you're figuring out what that actual real product is for you, right? I'm still kind of figuring that out, and I've been with this for 20 plus years. Hey, if you guys like what you saw here, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you put on your notifications. It really helps out with this getting out into the world and, getting more people like you who need this information to find us. Love to have you here. And if you want to reach out to me directly, you can text me 917-636-1998. That's my text community that goes directly to my phone. I will personally be answering. Are people like, guys like you? Yeah, it's me. It takes me a little bit of time to get to all of them, but I am the one responding. So if you want to reach out direct or, comment below in any of these videos of, questions you have, or if there's certain types of videos you want to see, I will do that for you. If enough people want to see it, it's really helpful. It also helps because, you guys are the ones that we're doing this for. So if you can tell us what you want, then we'll do it. I know some people, actually, that just reminded me, some people at the round table asked me some questions, and I said, you know what? It's a little bit of a longer explanation on what you're looking for. So I'm going to do a YouTube video to explain that to you. So I got to go look at my notes on what the exact thing was that I promised I would do. But I think it was like a lead gen strategy on how to take a lead gen strategy to somebody else's offers to a high ticket, to sell high ticket, which is kind of cool. I could do a YouTube video on that, and then yeah, tell me if anybody does it and makes money.